Hi, this is Dave, and I'm going to review my camp kitchen with you. Stainless steel cook pot, also serve my food in it. Here's my fork, knife, spoon set. This is a Ozark Trail fork, knife, spoon set. That's what it looks like closed. And this is the one section, and this is the other section. I have a stainless steel canteen cup. And these items fit together. I can also pack dry food in some small bags and it closes right up. As a secondary, I have a aluminum Army mess kit. Complete with the fork, knife, spoon. Also good for cooking on, and you can serve your food on it too. I like coffee, usually in the morning and the afternoon, and so I've got my aluminum coffee pot. I have a plastic container that I put coffee grounds in. This holds enough coffee grounds for 3 pots of coffee, and this makes 6 cups of coffee. So that's pretty convenient. For sterilizing water, if I get the water from a clear running spring, I can use a Steri pen. Picked this up from Myers for about $50. It was on sale. So a nice item to have. Disadvantage with this is you need to have batteries with it. And this is my manual pump system. It's MSR. And this is great for if you're in an area with silted water, such as the Ohio River or the Mississippi. So this works real well. No batteries, just a little bit of muscle power. So that's my camp kitchen. Starter kit. I use strike-on box matches, and I usually start with 2 or 3 of those. I don't take the box with me, and so what I've done is I've broken the matches so they'll fit in a very small plastic container. I can carry that a lot easier. This holds about 30 matches once they're broken down. And I have some cotton balls, just ordinary cotton balls, and I split them apart a couple of times and put some petroleum jelly all over them. I also don't take these in a raw form. I package these also so they're smaller. And I package those in 2 containers. This is just a cigar container, and this is just an airborne container. Put a piece of string at the bottom, pack the cotton balls in. When you open it up, you grab the string and you pull on it, and the cotton balls come out. They're a little bit messy, but they start a great fire. Each one of the cotton balls, when it's saturated, will burn for about 7 to 9 minutes. So what I do is I put the matches down first. I put the cotton balls right next to the tips of the matches, and then I stack my wood on top of that. Small wood first, the kindling, and then some pencil-sized sticks, some 2 to 3 inch size sticks, and then a couple of logs. And I stack everything right away. And then I stand back a couple feet, and I use a 2000 milliwatt blue light laser, and I aim it right at the match tips, and they'll ignite in about 3 to 4 seconds. Don't have to mess with anything. I can step away, and in about 10 to 15 minutes I'll have my coffee on a stable surface, and so I use a sterno windshield and place a modified aluminum beer bottle that I made into an alcohol stove. Set that inside here. I put about 3 ounces of denatured alcohol, also known as white gas, and I carry that into the field environment in another aluminum container. Pour it in, seal it up, and then I put my water and coffee on top of it. 3 ounces will burn for about 15 to 18 minutes, depending on how cold it is outside, and it takes about 12 to 14 minutes to brew up 6 number of dry bags of different qualities. These are outdoor product bags, and these are water resistant They come in a 3-pack, variable sizes, so you can pack your small, medium, and larger items in those. And then these are waterproof, also come in variable sizes. This one here is a 20 liter and this is a 40 liter, very nice. So oftentimes I double pack my items. This is the larger of the small sacks. It's got my rain fly in it. And then varying qualities. This is a Sea Summit. This is actually waterproof, also very lightweight, so that's pretty nice. And this is the 20 liter size, same maker. I have an Old Army rucksack that I use, really nice, very large capacity, and plenty of outside pockets to use. It does come with a frame, however I've taken the frame off just because I'm not packing that far. This will hold 140 pounds without tearing, although I never take that much. About 40-45 pounds is what I normally take, and that's with a full day supply of water, a couple days supply of food. If you don't have a lot of money, you can make your own backpack. These are zip-off pants, and nice thing about it, a large capacity. Number one, it loads from the top. Depending on how you put it together, if you stitch the bottom part of the legging together, you can also offload from the bottom as the zippers still work here. Used a pool noodle for a soft frame and just put a pair of socks over the outside of it, ran some rope through it. For my house in the field, I have a compact hammock. I bought this from overstock.com for $40. A couple of tie-down straps that I use. Those were $2 a piece, so pretty inexpensive. Of course, you can use some rope. Always use a solar blanket, so I put the hammock up, set this inside first, and then on top of the solar blanket I have my sleeping pad, which is a Guide Series. It's a self-inflate, really nice pad. The valve did break on it. The threads crossed on it, so I took a pair of vice grips, I pulled that off, and I replaced it with a cork from a bottle of booze. And so that works out real well. On top of that, I put a 3-part Army sleeping bag system, and depending on the temperature, of course, you can increase or decrease the number of bags that you use. Also usually take a wool blanket out to the field. For the ridge line, I use some 550 cord, and lightweight, ties down real nice. For my tarp, I use a rain fly off of an 8-man tent that I had, and hadn't been using the tent for years, so that became my rain fly. This is really nice. It's 15 feet by 8 feet. So plenty of coverage. For a ground tarp, I use a spot of Tyvek paper, and I also have an old $2 rain poncho that I set down on the ground. So that becomes my house. When I go camping, and depending if I'm canoe camping or kayak camping, will depend on the number and the sizes that I'll take. With the canoe, I'll take the heavier, larger sizes. With the kayak, I'll take the smaller. 2000 milliwatt blue light laser. It's good for starting fires. It's a signal flare. It has a 6-mile range. Also deters animals. Just shine it across their face. With a blue light laser, you can expand the laser. It becomes a blue flashlight. Also very powerful. So it's a multi-use tool. Also take a couple of flashlights. One that straps onto the head. So that's real convenient by the campfire, moving around in twilight. And then underneath the hammock, I have an LED light that comes with a built-in hook. So I just have that for the middle of the night if I need to get up for any reason. I take an E-tool, entrenching tool, a small shovel. It folds down into a compact package like this. So that's real handy to have. For the fire, moving logs or cooking hot dogs or whatever, got an expandable fork. Works out real nice. For cutting and chopping wood, I have a Gerber machete. Keep that real sharp. Really very handy tool. It's got a grip that's rubberized, so it won't slip out of your hands even if it's wet. Comes with its own sharpening stone, which is pretty nice to have in the field when you're not busy doing something else. Straight saw, good for cutting logs up to 14 inches in diameter. And also a folding, and this one locks into position. Good for cutting slightly smaller logs, about 8 inches. Keep my Gerber pocket knife. Usually strap this on my belt, keep that on my back. And if I'm canoeing, I'll oftentimes take a full-size bow saw. And that works real nice for larger logs. My backpack with everything packed into it. It weighs about 28 pounds. What I don't have in here is a supply of water or food, which I would always carry in a separate pack anyway. Use a Pentex WG2 waterproof, drop-proof, crush-proof camera. That works real nice. For hands-free filming, I put a number 20 1/4-inch screw through the bill of my hat. I put it as close to the crown of the hat as I could to keep the weight balanced as best I could. A couple of washers and a locking nut. For selfies, for groups, I took a 3-inch piece of bike tire, cut 2 pieces of that, sandwiched them together, ran a nut through that, also a number 20 1/4-inch with a pair of locking nuts and a couple of Velcro strips, and this attaches to any stick or pole that you might come across. This is my favorite walking stick. Found this on my land. It is a honeysuckle vine wrapped sassafras tree. So I just carved that up. For taking pictures of myself and whoever I'm paddling with, I put together a pontoon. The base of it is wood, and then I just put some flotation material and wrapped it in Gorilla Tape. Put a couple of bottles on the front end for streamlining it so it doesn't drag through the water. A couple of fishing lines, and this was the top end of a tripod that I got from Walmart. Paid about $8 for that. Disassembled it and attached that here.